Welcome to Rise and Conquer US UK, your daily source of unstoppable motivation. Here we build discipline, courage, and focus so you can rise higher and conquer your dreams. In a world full of noise, focus has become the rarest form of power. Everyone wants success. Everyone talks about hustle, ambition, and discipline. But very few people can stay still long enough to actually build something great. The truth is, you don't need more motivation. You don't need another plan. You need focus. Because without focus, every ounce of your effort gets scattered. You start everything and finish nothing. You move but never arrive. Focus is what separates the busy from the productive. It's what divides noise from results. It's what turns potential into power. We live in a world that worships distraction. A world where everyone is connected and no one is present. Where your attention is currency and every notification, every scroll, every dopamine hit is designed to steal it. And most people don't even realize they're being robbed. Robbed of time, robbed of purpose, robbed of peace. You're not failing because you're not capable. You're failing because you're distracted. Focus isn't just about what you look at. It's about what you ignore. If everything gets your attention, nothing gets your commitment. You can't chase success while entertaining distractions. You can't build an empire while checking who viewed your story. You can't master your craft if you're addicted to comparison. Focus demands sacrifice. And that's why most people don't have it. Everyone wants to be great, but few are willing to disconnect long enough to actually become great. You can't rise while staying addicted to noise. You can't conquer while being controlled by comfort. Focus isn't about doing more. It's about doing less with more depth. It's cutting off the unnecessary. It's saying no to the irrelevant. It's deleting what doesn't align with who you're becoming. Because clarity only comes when you clear the clutter. Think about this. A magnifying glass doesn't burn anything until it stays still long enough. Your life is the same. You'll never create impact if you keep changing directions every week. You'll never find peace if you keep chasing stimulation every second. Focus is the art of staying with one thing until it works. It's choosing mastery over multitasking. It's saying, I don't care how long it takes. I'm not stopping until it's mine. That's power. Focus isn't natural, it's trained. And every time you give in to distraction, you weaken it. Every time you resist it, you strengthen it. Every scroll is a rep for your weakness or your willpower. And the truth is, you're not addicted to your phone, you're addicted to escaping yourself. Because when you finally get quiet, you hear what your soul has been trying to tell you. That's why distraction feels easier. Because silence exposes what you've been avoiding. But real focus begins where avoidance ends. When you start focusing, you'll feel uncomfortable. You'll feel restless. You'll crave the chaos you used to call normal. That's withdrawal, not from dopamine, but from disconnection. Because deep down, your mind knows that focus is freedom. When you control your attention, you control your life. And when you stop feeding distractions, you start feeding direction. Here's the truth. Distraction isn't just stealing your time, it's stealing your identity. It's keeping you average. It's keeping you reactive. It's keeping you stuck in the loop of almost successful, almost disciplined, almost fulfilled, but almost doesn't build legacies. Legacies are built by the focused few. The ones who learn to sit in silence, lock in on one goal, and move with precision. They're not faster than you. They're just more focused than you. You want to change your life? Then learn to control your attention. Because where focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, results grow. Your energy is your currency. Stop spending it on distractions that don't pay you back. Every time you give your focus to nonsense, you delay your breakthrough. Stop scrolling for motivation. Start creating momentum. You don't need more inspiration. You need more concentration. Focus isn't about forcing yourself. It's about freeing yourself. Freeing yourself from comparison, from chaos, from caring about things that don't build your peace or purpose. Because most of your stress doesn't come from your goals. It comes from your distractions. When you simplify your life, you multiply your power That's the equation most people miss. To master focus, you must build boundaries around your time. Protect your mornings, protect your attention, protect your energy like it's gold, because it is. You can always make more money, but you'll never get back wasted focus. Guard it, because the world is built to take it from you. Every app, every algorithm, every ad, they all fight for one thing: your attention. You have to fight harder to take it back. Here's the secret: your dream doesn't need more hours. It needs more uninterrupted hours. Stop glorifying burnout. Start glorifying focus, because consistency without focus is chaos. And action without direction is just motion. The real winners don't move more, they move smarter. They channel everything they have into what truly matters. One vision, one mission, one direction. That's how legacies are built. You can't live in purpose if you're addicted to distraction. And you can't hear your calling if your mind is constantly full of noise. The truth is, focus isn't sexy, it's silent. It's waking up before the world does. It's sitting alone when others can't stand the quiet. It's saying no so often that people stop asking. But that silence, that structure, that solitude, that's where greatness is built. If you ever wonder why your results aren't matching your potential, check your focus. Because potential means nothing if it's scattered. You can have all the talent in the world, but if your energy is divided, your results will always be diluted. Focus is the multiplier. It turns effort into excellence. It turns time into transformation. And it turns ordinary people into extraordinary leaders. 1 hour of deep focus is worth more than 10 hours of distraction. One clear decision is worth more than 100 scattered thoughts. One purpose-driven action can change everything. Stop trying to do everything. Start doing the right thing completely. That's where the real power is. So when the world tempts you with noise, choose silence. When distraction calls, choose direction. When fear whispers, choose focus. Because success isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most without breaking your concentration. You are not losing time. You are leaking focus. Stop the leaks and your future changes. Focus isn't a moment. It's a lifestyle. It's the way you breathe, move, think, and choose. It's the art of showing up for what matters and letting go of everything that doesn't. And once you master it, you become unstoppable. Because a focused mind is the most dangerous weapon on earth. So train it, protect it, and use it to rise and conquer. Focus is not just what you look at, it's what you live by. It's not an act, it's an attitude. It's not something you do once, it's something you become. Deep focus is more than attention, it's alignment. It's when your mind, your energy, and your intention all move in the same direction. And that's where mastery begins. Mastery isn't about perfection, it's about presence. It's about being so locked in that time disappears. It's about losing yourself in the process because you finally found your purpose. Most people never reach mastery because they never go deep enough. They quit at the first sign of boredom. They switch lanes when results don't show up fast enough. They crave stimulation more than growth. But mastery demands stillness. It demands patience. It demands you stay with one thing until it bends in your favor. In a world obsessed with speed, you have to fall in love with depth. Everyone is racing, but few are refining. Everyone is posting progress, but few are living it, because focus isn't about being fast, it's about being intentional. You can't master your craft if you keep chasing shortcuts. You can't master your mind if you keep escaping discomfort. Deep focus means slowing down until everything unnecessary falls away. Until the only thing that matters is what's in front of you now. When you start focusing deeply, you'll start losing people, because distractions come with company. And focus often comes with solitude. You'll outgrow conversations that don't grow you. You'll outgrow environments that drain you. You'll even outgrow your old version, the one who used to settle for chaos. That's the price of mastery. And it's worth it, because solitude isn't loneliness, it's leverage. When you're alone, you're building. When you're quiet, you're recalibrating. When you're disconnected, you're downloading clarity. That's what deep focus feels like: quiet power. People who master focus don't live louder, they live lighter. They remove distractions like a sculptor removes marble. They carve away the unnecessary until only purpose remains. They don't need constant motivation. They don't chase every new idea. They don't compare their pace, they protect their process. Because focus isn't about doing more things right, it's about doing fewer things better. Deep focus rewires your mind for excellence. You start craving progress over pleasure. You start enjoying the work itself, not just the reward. You stop seeking approval and start seeking alignment. And soon, what once felt impossible becomes inevitable because you're no longer scattered. You're surgical, you're locked in. You stop needing results to feel successful because the process itself becomes your proof. Here's the truth. Most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they lack attention. They try to master 10 things and end up average at all of them. They live in a loop of distractions disguised as opportunities. But deep focus requires courage. The courage to say no, the courage to stay still, the courage to believe that depth beats variety every time. You can't plant a seed and keep digging it up to check if it's growing. You have to trust the process and keep watering it in silence. That's deep focus. When your mind is scattered, your results are shallow. When your mind is centered, your results are solid. Focus brings weight to your words, power to your actions, and purpose to your time. You stop being everywhere and start being effective. You stop reacting and start creating, because clarity turns chaos into control. And that's the mindset of mastery. Deep focus also means emotional control. You can't control your environment, but you can control your response. You can't stop distractions from appearing, but you can stop them from entering your mind. That's what separates the amateurs from the masters. Not talent, not luck, not timing, but emotional discipline. The master knows when to move and when to pause, when to speak and when to stay silent, when to fight and when to focus. That's wisdom. You'll notice when you start living with focus, life slows down, but progress speeds up. You stop wasting energy on what doesn't matter. You stop explaining yourself to people who don't understand your mission. You stop chasing validation because you're too busy building results. And soon everything aligns. Your thoughts, your time, your circle, your peace. Because focus filters everything. It removes noise. It reveals truth. It restores power. You don't need to control 100 things. You just need to master one thing at a time. Focus on improving 1% every day and watch what happens. You'll look back 6 months later and realize you've built something solid while everyone else was still chasing the next big thing. That's the quiet advantage of the focused. They don't chase trends, they create timeless results. Deep focus is also spiritual because when you align your attention with your purpose, you align with something bigger than yourself. It's no longer about ego, it's about evolution. You're not trying to impress anyone, you're trying to improve yourself. You stop needing external noise because internal peace becomes your fuel, and that's when you reach mastery. Not when you've done everything, but when you've done what matters fully. Every great athlete, artist, leader, or visionary you admire didn't get there because they were lucky. They got there because they learned to focus deeper than the rest. While others complained, they concentrated. While others scattered, they simplified. While others looked for shortcuts, they showed up again and again and again. And that's the real formula. Focus plus time plus consistency equals mastery. If you want to rise, stop multitasking your purpose. Don't chase 10 goals halfway. Chase one goal all the way. Because halfway effort builds halfway results. But full focus builds freedom. Don't try to please everyone, serve your purpose. Don't try to be everywhere, dominate somewhere. The world doesn't remember the scattered, it remembers the focused. So slow down, simplify, silence the noise, sit with your mission until it speaks to you. Because when you know what you're building, distraction loses its power. Focus doesn't happen by accident, it happens by decision. And every time you decide to focus, you move one step closer to mastery. When others rush, you'll remain patient. When others chase trends, you'll chase truth. When others burn out, you'll burn steady. Because deep focus doesn't make you fast. It makes you unstoppable. You don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be excellent where you are. One goal, one path, one mission, that's how you build legacy. Because in the end, focus is the bridge between vision and victory. And the one who masters it, masters everything. Stay focused, stay grounded, rise and conquer. Greatness doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive with applause or noise. It shows up quietly in moments of focus that no one sees. The world glorifies the outcome, but the truth is, success is born in silence. It's built in those lonely mornings, those late nights, those hours when you're locked in while everyone else scrolls away. Focus is not loud, it's loyal. It stays when motivation leaves. It whispers, keep going, when no one is watching. And that's when greatness begins, in the calm before the noise. You don't win by being everywhere. You win by being present where it matters. You don't rise by doing everything. You rise by mastering one thing fully, fiercely, faithfully. Because focus doesn't just build results, it builds identity. It shapes who you become while you're busy building what you love. Every time you choose focus over distraction, you vote for your future. Every time you silence noise, you strengthen your purpose. Every time you say no to comfort, you say yes to growth. That's how you win. Not by doing more, but by doing what matters most with everything you have. There's peace in being focused. There's clarity in knowing where your energy belongs. There's power in saying, I don't need to do it all, I just need to do it right. When the world moves fast, slow down and aim deeper. When the noise gets louder, get quieter. When fear distracts you, focus harder. Because in the silence, in the discipline, in the stillness, your next level is forming. The world won't see it now, but one day they'll call it destiny, and you'll smile knowing it was just focus all along. Stay calm, stay locked in, stay powerful. Focus wins. Rise and conquer. This was your daily dose of motivation from Rise and Conquer US UK. Remember, your time is now. Stand tall, stay disciplined, and rise and conquer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for tomorrow's motivation.